Alright, so I'm going to do another quick collection video. About a year ago I ended up buying a JVC X'Eye off of eBay, and within the lot came these Sega CD games. And I never owned a Sega CD back in the day. I had the Sega Genesis, but never had the Sega CD add-on, although I wanted it pretty bad. I just never got it. So yeah, I'm going to go, none of these games that I got from the lot have cases or manuals, just the CD disc. So anyway, let me start here. Okay, I got Final Fight CD. I actually did play this one back in the day, and I thought it was amazing because it was one of the only versions for home consoles that you could play as Guy. And I used to love playing as Guy in the arcade, so yeah. And Rise of the Dragon. If I remember rightly, this is kind of like a point-and-click adventure, like a cyberpunk, reminiscence of Snatcher, only not as cool. I only played a little bit of it so far, but it seems like something I could get into. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I have the Beholder. Never played that one. Let's see here. Ultraverse Prime. Now, I never played the video game, but I was a fan of the comic book back in the day when it came out. I think, I want to say early 90s. Yeah, sounds about right. I had about 7 issues of Ultraverse Prime, and thought it was pretty good comics. So, alright. Soul Feast. Never played it, but from what I understand, it's kind of a decent shooter. I'll have to give it a try one of these days. Alright. Next I got Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective Volume 2. It's 2 discs. From what I understand, this game is shit, and really no gameplay to it. I guess, a lot of figuring out puzzles and stuff like that, and I can't really get into those. Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective, I imagine that's probably Volume 1. Okay, I got The Adventures of Willie Beamish. I played that, and I imagine it could have been cool back in the day, but playing through it now, every bit of dialogue that pops up, you're waiting 10 seconds for it to load, 5 seconds worth of dialogue, so got really irritated with that trying to play through. Powermonger, never heard of that one. I have no idea what it's about. I got Sewer Shark. Pretty much everybody's familiar with Sewer Shark. One of the first full motion video games on the Sega CD, and yeah, the gameplay was kind of hard and not all that fun, but yeah, it's a game. Let's see here. NBA Hang Time 95. Never played it. Probably never will. Make Your Own Video, starring Crisscross. Remember these Make Your Own Video games? I think there was like a CNC Music Factory version, or what was the other one? I don't remember, but yeah. Lethal Enforcers. I don't have the gun for it. I wish I did, because I would play it. I loved Lethal Enforcers. I loved it in the arcade. It was just awesome for 2 people to sit there and shoot the shit out of everything. Let's see here. Microcosm. Never played it. I'm not sure what it's about. Flink. I think that's what that is. Flink. Yeah, Flink. I don't know. Never played it. Echo the Dolphin. Now, I had this for the Genesis, and I'm not exactly sure what the difference between the Sega CD version and the Sega Genesis version is. Maybe audio. Cobra Command. I've never played that one. Chuck Rock. I did play this on the Sega Genesis cartridge. Again, I'm not sure what the difference is between the Sega CD version and the Sega Genesis version. Again, maybe it's just audio, maybe some full motion video. Other than that, probably identical in gameplay. Afterburner 3. I haven't played that one yet, but I'm a huge fan of the Afterburner series, and so I would love to pop this one in and give it a try one of these days when I actually get around to it. Panic. Now, I think this is a game. Oh yeah, there's a character on the front there. Pretty cool game, different. I guess you go around pushing buttons and stuff, and buttons are supposed to make the environments do different things, funny things, humorous things, whatever. I'm not sure what the point of the game is, but from what I've seen of it, it looks like it was a pretty cool title back in the day. And then I got this one. It's 2 discs. Dracula Unleashed. I've never played it, and I've never heard of it, so I'm not sure what that one's all about. I'll have to give it a try. I have showed this one already, but it's part of my Sega CD collection, so I'm going to show it again. It's a sealed copy of Night Trap for the Sega CD 32X. I ordered this from Canada for 20 bucks a while back, and I wanted the original first release version of Night Trap, and I saw this, and yeah, it was cheaper and sealed, and pretty happy with this. So that is one of my boxed games, and my other boxed Sega CD game is Eternal Champions. One of my favorite fighting games for Sega back in the day. I remember buying the Eternal Champions cartridge when it first came out, and I was pretty impressed with it. It was more Street Fighter kind of gameplay with kind of a Mortal Kombat mentality. It was dark, and it had blood and fatalities and stuff. And if I remember rightly, this one's got kind of like full motion video kills and more stage fatalities. I'm not sure what the other difference is, but I really enjoy Eternal Champions. I think it's a great fighting game, and I would have liked to see a sequel sometime. So hopefully whoever bought Deep Water out will look at this license and hopefully release another Eternal Champions game someday. So alright, well, that's my Sega CD collection. Thanks for checking it out, and have a good day.